In this video, I'm going to cover the salient features of Indian society. So let's start. First, we have a very good definition that what is actually the Indian society. So it is multicultural, multi-ethnic, multi-ideological society. Okay, which has harmony and always want to retain its individuality. So that's a very definition, very basic definition is given. It's important. Now, we Indians actually follow the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the world is one family. Okay. India has great cultural heritage. If you go through the book of history, you will see that the pages has witnessed the accommodation and integration of several communities throughout the world in India. है ना? हमारे इंडिया में कितने लोग आए और यहाँ पर ही बस गए. We can differentiate them, right? All the racial groups are present in India. वर्ल्ड वाइड जितना रेशियल ग्रुप है सब आया है यहाँ पर ऑलमोस्ट, सब मिक्स्ड है. सो पूरा इंडियन सोसाइटी एक मिक्सचर ऑफ वर्ल्ड है. द होल वर्ल्ड इज़ वन फैमिली. द होल वर्ल्ड इज़ इन इंडिया. We can say like that. Okay, so this is a basic introductory part. Secondly, let us see some of the features. So to remember the entire thing, let me first tell the features. Multi-ethnic society, how the racial groups came reside here permanently and they mixed with each other. We can differentiate them in the present scenario. Then we have the multi-class society, multilinguistic society, patriarchal society, unity and diversity, kinship. You understand? Your blood relative or your spouse, wife or husband, मतलब closest blood relative or closest relative, right, is kinship. We'll study it in details. Traditionalism and modernity, ये सब opposite वाले हैं. Spiritualism and materialistic, individualism and collectivism. Last we have religious pluralism. So how you can remember these points, that is most important. Points तो हम डिफाइन कर देंगे, वो उतना टफ नहीं है, बट ये 10 पॉइंट कैसे याद रख. Because in the next video we are going to learn about the caste system, which is very important in exam perspective. Even in 2023 mains there is a question regarding the caste. I think 2 questions, एक वेदा से भी आया था कुछ. So next we will read about the religious pluralism. Then we will read about kinship, which obviously includes marriage and family. And number 4 we have already done. I have uploaded the video, diversity in India, unity and diversity. So how we can remember it? पूरे दुनिया से यहाँ पर लोग आए. Fine. Then what they did, they divided India in terms of 2 things. One is class, another one is language. Fine. Now they chose their king, who is the male. ठीक है, ये स्टोरी याद रखें. पहले सब आए, फिर डिवीजन किया 2 तरीके से. एक हेड को उन्होंने इलेक्ट किया. किंग तो इलेक्ट नहीं होता है, तो चलो चूज किया हम. वी कैन से दैट. सो किंग, देन किंग what is the work of a king? To maintain the unity, right? Unity of the states. So unity and diversity. एंड किंग का जो बेटा है प्रिंस वही राजा बनेगा. सो दैट्स किंगशिप. चलो अब किंग का राजा तो किंग का बेटा तो राजा बन गया. अब किंग बूढ़ा हो गया. सो व्हेन एक्चुअली पीपल move towards the last phase of their life, they usually follow the things yoga, meditation, right? So and और लास्ट फेज थोड़ा अकेलापन में ही होता है. ठीक है इनका रानी है बट लेट्स एज्यूम थोड़ा तो लास्ट फेज थोड़ा अकेलापन में लोग जीते हैं. ये दुनिया का नियम है. सो योगा मीन्स ट्रेडिशन, meditation means spiritualism. योगा मेडिटेशन ये तो बहुत यूज्ड वर्ड्स है. और अकेलेपन इंडिविजुअलिज्म. तो ये थोड़ा आप याद रख देना भी बिकॉज वी आर गोइंग टू रीड इट हियर. आपको याद रख. And if you have some other points you can include with good examples. So what is the story? बाहर से बहुत लोग आए, multi ethnic group. Then they divided the entire India in terms of class and language, multi-class and multilinguistic. हुए तीनों पॉइंट. देन उन्होंने किंग जो कि मेल है उन्हें चूज किया. सो मेल मतलब पैट्रियार्कल. उनका जो बेटा है वही किंग बना. मैंने बोला किंगशिप का मतलब क्या है, राइट? देन एक राजा का काम क्या होता है? यूनिटी मेंटेन करना, यूनिटी इन डाइवर्सिटी. देन द किंग गॉट एजेड. ही इज इन द लास्ट फेज ऑफ द लाइफ. हेंस ही इज नाउ थोड़ा अकेलेपन में है. इंडिविजुअलिज्म. द ऑपोजिट इज कलेक्टिविज्म. ये पढ़ते पढ़ते आपको याद रख जाएगा. देन वी हैव he's doing yoga which is India's tradition. The opposite is modernity. And we have spiritualism. He's following meditation. And the opposite is materialistic. I hope with the help of this story I have just made for you, you'll be able to remember these points. And just जब भी question आए features of Indian society or you have to include such points in any answer or in essay, just remember the story. थोड़ा ये पिक्चर हो जाएगा लिखना. Now let me explain the points one by one. Multi-ethnic मतलब there are several racial groups which are just interlinked and mixed in India. So you can differentiate them. In the world, throughout the world people came in India. If you go to the pages of history, हमने ancient में तो यही पढ़ा है ancient history में. So that's multi-ethnic society. Multi-class in present context has two parts. One is that in terms of birth अभी भी कास्ट सिस्टम रिलेवेंट ही है. लोग आज भी बोलते हैं तुम ब्राह्मण हो, तुम क्षत्रिय हो, तुम वैश्य हो, तुम शूद्र हो. That's the truth of Indian society in the present scenario as well. But this is decreasing and that's better. So multi-class. And also there is a class, upper class, middle class and lower class, that is based on the socio-economic achievement of a person in his lifetime. Multilinguistic, ये प्रीलिम्स में भी आ सकता है एक स्टेटमेंट में कि पापुआ न्यू गुनिया का नाम सुना है आप लोगों ने? That is the country which has the highest diversity in terms of language. सबसे ज़्यादा diversity उस देश में है. Second is India. So you can make an idea that how diversified is our language. So that's multilinguistic. बंगाल में बंगाली बोलते हैं. नॉर्थ इंडिया का मेजॉरिटी स्टेट्स में हिंदी बोलते हैं. अगर थोड़ा वेस्ट में जाओ तो गुजराती है. महाराष्ट्र में लैंग्वेज है, राजस्थान में, हरियाणा में है, पंजाब में है. Then if you go to south, they have Tamil, Telugu and all. So you can portray some examples. Patriarchal, you know that it's still the head of your family is male. So in most of those families, the head of the family is the male. So that's the status even today. It's decreasing, but it's also continuing. So that's a feature that the male has greater position than a woman in Indian society in the present scenario. Unity and diversity. If you have seen my unity and the diversity videos, there are 3 videos I think I have uploaded. Yeah, you can have a broad idea in that. So unity without uniformity and diversity without fragmentation. You can write such line, or you can also give a good line regarding that the tolerance level of Indian people making the society still united. Okay? The spirit of brotherhood is maintaining in the Indian society, something like that. Kinship means the blood relative or your wife or husband. So that is the best relation. That is blood relation or your relation with wife or husband, and that is giving the greatest importance in Indian society, no doubt in that. Now comes to traditionalism and modernity. Traditionalism means to maintain the past dignity of the Indian society. ठीक है. And modernism means your progressive thought thinking level, your questioning power to the traditions. And why should we maintain that? There are good traditions in India. Also there are some things which are not so relevant in the modern times. You can cite some of the examples like that. Let's come to spiritualism and materialistic society. Spiritualism means joining one's soul to the eternity, like through meditation or some other process. And materialistic means we have studied in this globalization youth that today's youth are much more materialistic, right? So that example you can give here. So individualism and collectivism. So individualism means ISL, not the football league. Human independence is for self-reliance and L for liberty, ISL. So that is individualism. It's a socio-political outlook that focuses on the 3 things: human independence, self-reliance and liberty. And what is collectivism? You understand individualism. Free ho, that's individualism. It's thinking individually. And collectivism means emphasis on a group. Suppose when we used to be in school, the teacher used to teach the entire class rather than particularly to us. Us means individual level I'm speaking about. So that is a collectivism. Keep more emphasis on the entire class or the entire group rather than individual. क्योंकि एक स्टूडेंट तो बहुत अच्छे होते हैं, कुछ स्टूडेंट बहुत बुरे होते हैं, कुछ स्टूडेंट एवरेज होता है, तो टीचर एक एवरेज लेवल करके चलता है क्लास में. ठीक है. Then we have religious pluralism. There are many religions: Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, and many religions. Even tribal people, a Sharnath quote or something like that in the news. So you could quote some examples from the current affairs things. So I think the concept is very much clear to you. If you are able to frame the points, you are going to write an excellent answer regarding the features. इतना easy question नहीं आता, but आ भी सकता है. UPSC is unpredictable public service commission. So in the next video we should read about the caste. Okay, so thanks for watching the video, guys. Have a nice day. Goodbye.